Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. A little discombobulated today. Had to do some work first, and I'm used to doing my meditation and stuff first, which I will get to after we are done with YEMIG, but kind of threw off the plan when you get out of your routine. But it was for good purpose. I think we have an offer on one of the houses that we're flipping, and I'm quite excited about that. So free up some time, energy, cash flow, etc. So happy Thursday. Hope you're having an awesome day. Looks a little gloomy out there. I haven't been out yet, but I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum and waiting for my group of practical rebels. Here they come. There's Carolyn, there's Peggy. Let's see who else. There's a third one, but it's not telling me who, so it might be Cindy because that tends to happen. But just so you know, good morning, Alana. Glad you are here. We have the Native Spirit deck today, and by Denise Lynn, and she is of Cherokee descent. So some of what I find in the cards is a little different from what I learned because the people I learned from were Anishinaabe. But interesting stuff. So, and I think this is a very useful card at this point in time. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for all the happy stuff. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. Glad everybody's rolling in here. And we'll see how this card fits for you. I know how it fits for me. So, again, it's Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn. So, and if you have the set of cards, they're in there alphabetically. It is Circle of Life. Circle of Life. Very pretty card. So let's just take some nice deep breaths as you're looking at the image. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Doesn't it feel good to take a deeper breath to actually fill up your lungs? Yes. So here it is, Circle of Life. Card meaning, all things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. So I want you to just imagine that. If you can close your eyes, great. If you're driving, don't do that. Just being present, but centered. Ground through your feet. Almost like little trapdoors in the bottom of your feet open up. Oh dear, sorry you got COVID. It's going around. There was one woman who was supposed to be present at the retreat that is happening for the board that I sit on. I'm at a distance, but when I jumped on, I saw, good morning, Beth, that she was at a distance also. She was on Zoom. And I'm like, that's weird. She's right in the location where this event is taking place. Well, she had tested positive for COVID. So we have another uptick in COVID. So some of you may want to go back to masking. Some of you may want to avoid crowds. Some of you may want to get the hand sanitizer back out. Whatever's gonna take good care of you. But yes, we're sending you good energy. Heal quickly. It's not a fun thing. Yes, we're sending you prayers and love and support and virtual chicken soup. All right. So we're standing in our center and we're being open. We are grounded through our feet to Mother Earth. The four winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. Good morning, Janine. Glad you are here. Welcome. We are up to 11 today. 11 and me. Let's all chat. All right. Your native spirit wants you to know the circle of life, called the medicine wheel. I'll show you again. Good morning, Mel. We're looking at the medicine wheel today. In Native American tradition, symbolizes a cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a circle. When this card chooses you, it's time to honor and cherish all aspects of the great circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there's beauty in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and to demean times of endings depletes your energy. Here's a straight out of Byron Katie. Choose what is. Choose what is. Love what is. And you become master of the universe, or at least of your own personal universe. The journey create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your deck, or make a circle of stones or pine cones that you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intent that you're honoring all aspects of your life. So the way that I learned it, and I won't remember all of the parts, but the way that I learned it was each direction of the 4 directions offers us like a slice of life. So spring is that birth season, summer is like adolescence, fall is our adult years, and winter is our senior years, our wisdom years. Good morning, Diane. Welcome. Glad you're here. There's a part in here that I think is really relevant for you today. And each of those has its value. There are certain herbs that are associated with those particular times. There are certain, again, it's seasonal, it's directional, etc. Yes, there it is. Choose what is, and you become master of the universe, or at least your own personal universe. Choose what is. When we fight what is, that's when we create suffering for ourselves. And sometimes that's hard to accept because there's things that happen that we don't want to have to accept. But in not accepting them, we actually prolong our own pain. We actually prolong our own pain. And to be accepting of what is doesn't mean we have to be happy about it, but it's that acknowledgement that it literally is what it is. So again, whatever season you're in right now, how many people lament being old? There's been a recent surge of people who are celebrating being old, but oftentimes people lament being old. What if we embraced that season, that winter season of our lives? What if we reveled in it? What if every single season of our life we reveled in it instead of just the spring, summer stuff? You know, the youth that we focus on so heavily. Good morning, Noel. Glad you are here. What if we focused on whatever season we're in being divine right timing, divine perfection, right? Here's where we are. I love where I'm at right now. Okay? So I'm going to read the card again because I think this is so important. This is a whole different way of looking at it than how we in Western culture tend to look at it. We look at it as a line. We start out young, we end up old, we die. Okay? And we tend to, I think partly because we view it in that linear fashion, we tend to struggle and not be happy about the progression of that seeming line. When you view it as a circle, an ending is just a new beginning. It's not finite. It's part of the flow. It's all wrapping around into each other. And if we look at nature, nature gives us a ton of those lessons, doesn't it? Take a deciduous tree. So in the spring, it bursts forth with green leaves. In the summer, it's got its full canopy of leaves. In the fall, it drops its leaves. In the winter, it's dormant. But then comes spring again. It's a circle, all right? Why would we assume that it would be any different for human beings? Why would we assume it would be any different for human beings? We have cycles also. And a life cycle may be the biggest piece that some people are willing to consider, but I'd ask us to consider that it is a circle and that there is more. Good morning, good morning. Glad you are here. So, here it is again. Circle of life. I'm going to show you the picture. Got to have visuals, right? Card meaning, all things are possible. Stand in your center and be open. The 4 winds are bringing your dreams to fruition. Embrace and accept where you are in the great circle of life. Bounty and abundance are flowing to you. If you've had relationship or financial challenges, things are about to change. And I'm looking to see epiphany about growing older. Okay, I'm going to go back and read that. Thanks for sharing it, Cindy. Awesome. We'll go back and read it. Let's see. Your native spirit wants you to know the circle of life, the medicine wheel, symbolizes a cosmology that honors all the circles of life. Those in Western cultures tend to see life as linear. However, those in indigenous cultures see all life as a circle. When this card chooses you, I love that part, it's time to honor and cherish all aspects of the great circle. All parts of the journey have beauty and grace. There's beauty in the rising sun, just as there is in the setting sun. To only revel in the rising sun and demean times of ending depletes your energy. Choose what is, and you become master of the universe, or at least your own personal universe. The journey. Create a medicine wheel for yourself. It can be as simple as creating a circle of stones that you place on your deck, or making a circle of stones or pine cones that you lay outdoors. As you place each part of the circle, hold the intention that you're honoring all aspects of your life. Yes. So there's a reason you're here today, Noel. There's a reason you're here. And there's a reason that the circle of life is the piece that we're looking at. Good morning, Terry. Glad you're here. So what I would also suggest for some of you who want to know more of this is Google Medicine Wheel. Read about it. Read what are all the aspects that go with each of the pieces. You may find that you want to go gather those sacred herbs that represent all four of them. Sweetgrass, cedar, tobacco. Let me see if I can think of the fourth one. I always blank on that one. Sweetgrass, cedar, tobacco. Come on, Bon. If some of you know it, throw it in the feed because it's not coming right now. But so there's sacred herbs for each one. There's a sacred direction for each one. There's a color that goes with each one. They have the red, the yellow, the white, the black. There's a color that's associated with each one. Some people have even planted medicine wheel gardens. We're all sage. Thank you. Yes, you are correct. Awesome. Good job. Why my brain blanks on that one? I do not know. Part of the reason is because I'm walking around the motel property in my mind because they were the man who owned it was native, and they had plantings on the grounds. So they had a huge row of cedar trees, and they had sweetgrass up against the edge of the deck that grew up against the edge of the deck. And there were 2 pots out by the Wabano Lodge that actually had the sage and the now I'm blanking on the other one, tobacco in them that grew. But for some reason that sage just kind of shifts out of my mind. So how can you take this concept, this idea, this cosmology of a circle of life rather than this linear life that we have focused on, and make it something that's helpful to you? Make it something that feeds your soul. How can you do that? Throw out some ideas. It might be creating your own medicine wheel. It might be doing some research on the medicine wheel. So what I would like to see happen out of that is a new understanding, particularly of death and dying. And actually, I'm going to post in the feed a link to a course that's going to be offered through IC.org, which is intentionalcommunity.org. And the woman who's doing it is an expert on death and dying. And she's specifically talking about dying in community. But I think there will be a ton of stuff for many of us to learn from that course. So I'll put the link in the feed, and if you want to sign up for that course, I think it would be very helpful in terms of, I even asked my sister if she and my dad might like to participate in that, to open up the grist for the mill. Let's have a conversation about this. Let's talk about this. Let's get to the point where we can talk and grieve openly about death and dying, but accepting it as a piece of the circle, and that death is a new beginning. We come into this life, we go out of this life, we move into whatever's next, and we just keep moving around. My opinion. Other people believe differently. That's okay. There's room for lots of opinions. All right? So, checking out Circle of Life, pondering that today. Let's see what you come up with. You can put some things in the feed. We can get a conversation going. Whatever feels good to you. Have an awesome day. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Just far more. And also know, if any of you ever feel the need for some coaching around this, I'd love to have some conversations with people. Circles are never ending. Yes. So if you're interested in checking out my coaching offerings, you can go to my website, Empowerment and Purpose, all spelled out, all little letters.com, and there's a services tab. But it'll give you some information about what's available. So, all right, so enjoy your Thursday. I will see you again on Friday. Bye-bye.